Let us begin our English class with a cheerful morning. In this class, you are going to see poem to the Grumble family, written by famous Canadian author Lucy Maud Montgomery. She was the best known Canadian author for a series of novels beginning in the 1908 with Anne of Green Gables. This story was translated into at least 20 different languages. She was one of the few women of her time to seek post-secondary education. At the small age of 9, she started writing poetry, and she started her career as a teacher and went on to study English literature at Dalhousie University in Halifax. And she was the first Canadian woman to be made a member of the British Royal Society of Arts, and she was a person of historic significance in Canada. The famous author Mark Twain, you have read his story, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. She remarked this lady as the dearest and most moving and delightful child since the immortal Alice. You have studied the story Alice in Wonderland. This was a small biography of her. She was born on November 30, 1874, Clifton in Canada. And she died in April 24, 1942 at the age of 67. Now we see the poem. Read the lines, you hear it, ma? There is a family nobody likes to meet. They live, it is said, on Complaining Street, in this river of never or satisfied, the river of discontent beside. So, the narrator, the poetess, how she is describing some persons we have come across in our life. They are not satisfied in anything. We can see they are talking. During their conversation, they will say, I am not satisfied with this one, I am not satisfied with that one. Even in a small thing, they will find a minute mistake, micro level mistake they will be finding always, and they will mention it and saying that in a repeated form, so that the person who are hearing to them, they will also become the image of that person. So she is saying that such type of people should be avoided in our life because they are always living in a complaining street. They have encircled themselves in a negative situation. She is calling them, they are living in the city of never or satisfied and the river of discontent beside. Discontent means, dissatisfaction. Beside means by the side of. So she is saying that such type of grumbling people, grumbling means a complaint about something in a bad-tempered way. A complaint about something in a bad-tempered way. They will not even see a small positive situation in any happening. They will always grumble. That's the only way they can see other people. That's all. So she is describing that they are living in never or satisfied. Personification, ma. The poetic device which she is applying here is personification. The river of discontent, they are living in that city which is situated by the side of the river of discontent. This is also a personified figure of speech. So, grumbling means in Tamil we can say குறை கூறுபவர்கள். குறை கூறுபவர்களுக்கு எந்த நிறையையும் காணத் தெரியாது. அவர்கள் குறையை மட்டுமே எடுப்பவர்கள். அவர்கள் வாழும் இடமும் அவர்கள் சந்திக்கும் மனிதர்களையும் அவர்களுடைய குணத்தின் பிம்பமாகவே மாற்றிவிடுவார்கள். இந்த மாதிரி இவர்களை போன்ற மனிதர்களை நாம் அனைவரும் என்ன செய்ய வேண்டும்? தவிர்க்க வேண்டும் முடிந்தவரை. They growl at that and they growl at this. Whatever comes, there is something amiss. And whether their station be high or humble, they are all known by the name of grumble. So the rhyming words which she is using here is, you can see, this, amiss, humble, grumble. So we can say this amiss is one set of rhyming words and humble, grumble is another set. So what is the rhyming scheme or the rhyming pattern which is employed in these lines are A, B, B. You can identify easily. You have seen the poetic device and the figures of speech in the previous poem Life, which was written by Henry van Dyke. In that poem he is seeing the life in a positive way. Now she is seeing the life in a, this poet is seeing the life in a positive way only. Just as he is coming to say, we have to live our life happily, so we have to avoid such people. That's the point she is coming to say here. They growl at that and they growl at this. Whatever comes, there is something amiss. Amiss means here meaning is not functioning properly. Whatever they will growl. Growl means uttering a low, dull, rumbling sound. So they will, whatever they are seeing, they will simply growl. And they will say it is not functioning properly. If they are belonging to a status of a high or low, if their status is high or low, whatever may be, they are known to others by their behavior, grumbling behavior only. So keep this in mind, how we reach others. So we have to keep in mind and we should not grumble. Then we are known by that name only. குறை கூறுபவர்களை எவ்வளவு நிறையாக வெளியில் தெரிந்தாலும் அவர்கள் மற்றவர்கள் மத்தியில் குறை கூறுபவர்கள் என்ற பிம்பத்தோடு தான் வாழ்வார்கள். Now we move to the next line. The weather is always too hot or cold. Summer and winter are like this cold. Nothing goes right with the folks you meet. Down on that gloomy complaining street, even they will complain the nature also. Nature, it is not controlled by our human being. We cannot control nature. We only just disturb the nature only. These people also say that when it is hot means it is too sunny and we cannot go out. When it is raining means it is too cold and I cannot go. Whatever may be, we are living in this living planet Earth. So whatever situation, climatic situation or whatever may be, is there anything to grumble, ma? You should avoid that. Summer and winter, they will treat both these seasons in the same manner because they are not satisfied. So they will scold all things only. Nothing goes right with the folks you meet. Even the persons whom they are meeting, they will say, this is not a right person whom I have met. This is not the right person. Then who is the right person to be met by such people? They are living on such depressing darkness and they cannot come out of such darkness. Dark quality, negative quality, grumbling. So here epithet is used, the street is said is explained and it is used using the name complaining street. So we can say here that the figure of speech used here is epithet. In epithet we can say a grumble family is also epithet. It is an adjective or phrase which is describing the quality as the quality of the person or the thing mentioned. To say family, simply family, she is not using family. You can say happy family, cheerful family, but she is using here grumbling family. So we can see the word with a phrase which she is using to express their quality. They growl at the rain and they growl at the sun. In fact, their growling is never done. And if everything pleased them, there is no doubt they would growl that they had nothing to grumble about. See here, she has used the line very beautifully. You have already seen, they will growl at even nature itself. They will growl the nature also. The nature is not perfect. Simply they will use the term, the nature is not perfect. Nobody can create the nature. We can survive in the nature. That's the reality. So, and if there is a balanced level of situation also, such people will say that I am having nothing to be grumbled. So, see their mindset. If there is nothing and they are well satisfied with all level mean also, they will say, Today there is nothing to grumble about. Like that they will say. Nothing means also they will grumble only.